Here, questions for Coach Derek Fisher, Chris Camello, Nightcast Media.
Evening, Coach.
Chris.
Tough loss, obviously. Kind of a weird second half. You guys played this amazing third quarter, and then basically in the fourth, it was almost like you and Minnesota kind of switched roles.
Mhm.
What do you think? What do you think happened? Was it fatigue from trying to get back into the game? What were your thoughts on what you saw?
Yeah, I definitely think how hard that group played in the third quarter. Like, it's you can't play that hard for 20 straight minutes. And so, I thought that they really exerted themselves defensively in that third quarter, and we started to see a few shots go in, and that's the way we have to play to give ourselves a chance to win. And I think in the fourth quarter, we tried to extend that group a little bit, for a few minutes if they were going good, and started trying to give one person a rest here, one person a rest here. But it was tough to keep that type of intensity and energy going. And Minnesota kept playing, and they found some separation there in the fourth quarter. But we showed the signs that we need to show to be able to win games like this. It's just finding more ways to sustain them, but when you're getting shorter and shorter on bodies as the game goes on, it makes it a little more challenging. And,
I had a quick, yes. Sorry to cut you off, Coach. Any update on Erica? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's okay. I mean, we'll, make sure of that. Obviously, I haven't gotten a chance to speak with Courtney Watson yet on like if there's any particular diagnosis other than just her taking a pretty good hit. But Erica said she was okay, and we'll make sure of that from a medical perspective, and any updates we have over the next couple of days, we'll make sure you guys are aware.
Thank you.
So.
Gabby Ducharme with LASparks.com.
Hey, Coach. Thank you so much for taking the time tonight. Tough loss, obviously, but want to ask about Simone Augustus pregame and kind of what that meant for her to come back to Minnesota for the first time. What was that like for you, and how were you kind of handling that moment watching your assistant coach be back in Minnesota for the first time?
Yeah, I'm sure for Simone it was really special. She has an amazing voice, so she can speak to it much better than I can. But just for me, not really as a peer of hers as a coach or coworker, but just as a fan of her game and the history of who she is and what she's accomplished in this league and in the game of basketball. It was very special and very touching to be here in the building. And I thought the fans here in Minnesota were appropriately amazing to show her the love and support that they did tonight. And she deserves it all, all the flowers, all the cheers. And we're lucky to have her on our side.
All right, we'll end with John W. Davis, Winsider.
Coach, when you have a game like this and you get short on the bench, what are you thinking when you're trying to counter? You talked about, just having one person come in for just a little bit, but I mean, can you think of anything else that you can do past that?
Yeah, I mean, there are always, like we've talked about before, there are always things that we can do. Defensively, I thought we were working hard and, preventing them from getting into some things in that second half. And honestly, the opportunities were there. I thought some of the opportunities Christie had to start that fourth quarter, like, where we were really basically going to take control of the game and have the momentum, they just didn't go in for it. But, we'd rather have the 5 for 18 Christy Tolliver than the 1 for 4 Christy Tolliver every day of the week. So, there's definitely more that I could have done. I mean, after every game, I feel that way, win or lose. But, we'll roll the dice with Christy going out to be aggressive and make plays every time. I thought Ted Cooper responded after a slow start. Nia Coffey was competing hard out there. Z, Amanda, everybody's giving us everything they can. So, we'll continue to assess and reevaluate where we can be better, how I can be better, and we'll start preparing ourselves for the next one.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
We will get started with Chris Camello, Nightcast Media.
Hey, Amanda, thanks for joining us this evening. Tough loss, obviously. But you guys obviously put together an amazing third quarter. Did you kind of feel the legs getting heavy in the fourth? Is that one of the reasons why maybe you guys couldn't sustain it in the fourth and try to dig this one out? What were your thoughts about that second half in general?
No, we should have played the first half like we played the second half and we would have won.
Thank you.
John W. Davis with Winsider.
How important do you think it is for your team to stand up for each other when things are kind of getting a little mixed up on the court?
What do you mean?
Well,
stand up in what way? Stick together as a team should, or?
No, I mean stand up as in when things got physical between Nafisa.
When somebody in the opposite team trying to knock my teammate down,
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have their back always.
Thank you.
Amna Subhan, LA Daily News.
So to sort of follow up on that, it seemed like that run in the third quarter came after Erica went to the locker room. How much correlation was that, just trying to feed off of her going out?
I think it started right when the third quarter started. That's when we put the Jets on. Obviously, we try to pick up, because Erica is a big piece of the team and the leadership. Obviously, we're trying to pick up whatever she left on the court. But I think it came straight from the locker room at halftime.
Time for one more with Amanda. Gabby Ducharme, LASparks.com.
Hey, Amanda. Tough loss, but I want to go off the basketball court for a second. This was kind of a homecoming game for you, and it was also a pretty significant night for your assistant coach. Just want to ask, what was the atmosphere like tonight in the arena, specifically pregame, not only for you, but also for Seimone Augustus?
Yeah, the focus was all on money. I'm from here, University of Minnesota, Nia from Minnesota, but it was all about money tonight. It was very emotional. She's one of the reasons why I wanted to play in the WNBA. 2012, started following the Lynx when Money had an amazing season and running the finals. So it was emotional. I don't think I really grasped the fact that she's done and what she has done for the game of basketball. She's still going to give it her all on the sidelines, but it's, she's a legend. She's someone that I looked up to. She used to be my screensaver in high school. So it was beautiful, but emotional.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. We'll start with Chris Camello, Nightcast Media.
Hey, Taya, thank you for joining us this evening. Obviously a tough loss, but you actually had a fantastic game and you were kind of leading that charge, it felt like, in that third quarter. So just kind of speak on that second half and your performance.
I think it wasn't enough. I think it was nice for us to know that we had that fight in us, but there's a lot of stuff that we need to work on. There's a lot of stuff that we could have capitalized on. I think the fourth quarter and the third quarter was so hard that fatigue kind of set in overtime, and really just pushing through and learning from that experience. I think that would be good for us, but yeah, I feel like I could have done more.
Thanks, Chris. John W. Davis, Winsider.
What do you think? You mentioned you felt like you could do more. what more do you think you could have done in the first and the second quarters?
I think in the first quarter, so many quarters. Let me go back. I think that in the first quarter, we kind of wasn't purposeful with on offense, and then like we helped a little too much on defense when it didn't need to be helped on certain drives and stuff, which was leading to them getting wide open shots. But for the most part, I think our energy was there. We just weren't smart with it. So for me, I feel like being more vocal, being more aggressive, and letting them see that for me to, let them know that I don't need help. So.
Are there certain things you can do to make sure everybody is, fired up from the tip? Because certain games, it seems like it. And then certain games, it seems like it's not.
I think basketball is a game of runs. And some things are in our control, some things are out. And I think our energy is there. We just got to be smart with it. Like we're playing hard, we just helping too much. Or it's like it's a minor detail that we're missing. And I think that because we're so new, we have like new people coming in and it's changing. We don't really know each other. So we don't really know how to guard when she's going through the screen. Like just take the season. I think learning each other, the more we play games, the more we practice, we're starting to pick it up. But just getting us all on one string, I think that eventually it'll be consistent.
Thank you.
Last question for Taya tonight. Gabby Ducharme, LASparks.com.
Hey Taya, tough loss tonight, but you had a new career high in scoring, and it looks like you're kind of really coming into your own in your second season in the league. So just kind of want to ask, what was your mindset coming out of halftime, and what was Coach Fisher's message to you guys as you were down 14?
I think Fish, is you kind of got to know him, but I think he really set the tone at halftime and like really told us like, this is all we got, give everything you got. And that's it. Like you can control what you can control. Don't worry about nothing else. Like you got the next half to just go balls to walls. Like that's it. We don't get another opportunity after the buzzer go off. So just give it all you got. And I don't remember the second part of your question.
So the second part of my question was, what was your mindset coming into the second half? Yeah. What was your mindset?
My mindset was, and anytime I'm on the floor is to be purposeful with what I'm doing, try to stay focused in every little detail and, give everything I got and just exhaust myself, and especially in the second half, and just be smart. And yeah, that was my mindset, and that's what I just try to just give my all.
Thank you, Taya.
My second year in the league or something.
Career high. She said you were coming to her on the offense.
Oh, did you want me to answer that? What's she done?
Thanks, Taya.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.